Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, you asked for me to talk about this Archwell thing. Let's talk about it. Tax returns and all, let's talk about it. But I wouldn't want to talk about it without the presence of my tax specialist extraordinaire. And by that, I mean, I'm not into taxes, so he does them for us. Say hi.
Call me Uncle Sam. Actually, don't, because I really don't know much. I just know how to turn on the tax software.
There you go.
Hey, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on twitch.tv/Dr. Bad Vibes and YouTube. I say stuff about things, but today I'm here saying stuff about this other things, money things, this tax filing.
Before we get into that, we have something important. Everybody loved your creative artwork here.
What artwork? We got this card in the mail. I guess they must watch the channel, but I mean, clearly it's a family photo. It's, Harry and Meghan and the two kids that are clearly real. They look just like Harry, and they have Meghan's personality. So, Merry Christmas.
Look at us as we celebrate Christmas. I had so many funny responses to this. I'm still laughing about it. Thank you to everybody who wrote me that you loved it. That made my whole day. So many funny responses, including Meghan would never be seen right next to her kids like that because they might try to steal focus from her. A lot of people said, yeah, they'd be turned around backwards, things like that. Thank you for all your funny comments on this. But why talk Christmas cards when we can talk tax filings? That's right. Archwell's tax stuff is out and we're here to talk about it. But first, let me remind you, we are doing a fundraiser this Saturday. It's the 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern. Google what time that is for you. Jump on the live stream. Anything given will be handed straight over to the charity. Thank you to everybody who's been so kind and so lovely about this. I really appreciate it, and we look forward to raising money for a good cause. Now let's get into some tax stuff, shall we? Okay, here we go. Courtesy of Daily Mail. I wanted to discuss this with you all. Jay, what would you think if I told you Archwell suffered an 11 million loss from the previous year in terms of donations received? Sounds like they only received about two $1 million donations, and they ended up with a loss of like 600 and some odd $1,000 for the year. What are your thoughts on this?
Clearly unconscious bias. We deserve all the money. If you're not giving it to us, you clearly have lapses in judgment and unconscious bias.
Are you gonna call King Pa?
Yeah, oh yes, King Pa, please more money. Money me.
I mean, for real though, like, why would people donate less money? Is it because of things they have been doing and saying for that time period? Maybe. But it does report a loss, so I assume that means that it actually lost money?
Yes. They outspent it. We'll get into it, but yeah, basically they earned, it was like 2 million and then they spent 2.6 million is the way I'm understanding it. But let's play a hypothetical game. Who gave them the 2 million?
Who are two people that
Oprah and Gail.
yeah, Oprah and Tyler Perry?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like they don't have many friends left. I mean, maybe they donated themselves just to make it look like people are doing something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
Do you think they have $2 million?
King Pa does.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, it seems strange. Like, a lot of time, just in general, like a lot of these so-called foundations, they have all these employees. I mean, they clearly operated at a loss, which it just kind of baffles me. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do like a charity of size, you probably do have to have full-time employees. But I mean, it seems like it wouldn't be hard to balance that budget. It's like, okay, we're going to take in X amount of money. We got to pay Y amount for overhead, and then whatever's left goes out to people that need it, and that should be zero at the end of the day. Like, I don't know.
That math ain't math.
Yeah, I mean, again, TurboTax does all the thinking, so I don't know how this works, but yeah, the math not mathin'.
So not only are they wildly unpopular with, people and polls and surveys and such, they're wildly unpopular in their foundation as well. So it says donations to Archwell have plunged by $11 million. That's 8.7 million pounds in the past year, sending it into the red, with Boss and the couple's right-hand man, James Holt, handed a massive 280% pay raise. Jay, how do you demand from your boss a 280% pay raise? How would one ask for such a thing?
Look how good I'm doing. we got all kinds of stuff going on, like things. Did you hear about those backpacks?
Yeah.
And Spotify, no. Netflix still likes us, right?
No.
Yeah, we still have Netflix stuff. We've got all kinds of shows in the pipeline. They're going to change the world. Also, did you hear about those backpacks?
That's right. All right, talk to me like I'm 5. Why would somebody's pay raise go up 280%?
Clearly inflation. Like, it costs more, like 12% more to ship him to the office on a daily basis, and the emotional toll. So clearly, don't think about it too hard, but the math is 280% increase.
That seems like the kind of math she does, like with, I don't know, clothing budgets and stuff. I don't follow it. So they put this tax return out at the same time that they put out this video. Now, I, most like so many of you, suspected that, it's to try to outshine Catherine. And I still stand by that. It is try to outshine Catherine because, as you know, Catherine, Princess of Wales, had put out that amazing video of her and the children doing good work. Okay. Somebody very smart pointed out, no. It's to distract from this. It's so people don't look so hard into this and realize, hey, they are wildly unpopular and what the heck's going on with their foundation. So I'm like, maybe they're onto something. Maybe that is why they put that out as well, but also to mess with Catherine.
Yeah, we talked about the timing of it all a little bit before we started recording. I haven't heard about some of this, so I had to be caught up to speed.
How dare you?
But, I mean, the strangest thing to me, it could be explained in several ways, but why release a tax return now? Unless, it is possible that they're working on some weird fiscal year, like maybe it starts in October, goes through the next year.
Everything they do is shady.
But that makes too much sense. In all likelihood, it was filed in April, like the rest of us. So they've sat on it for 6 months. Maybe they filed an extension to do it in October, but they've sat on it for a period of time, most likely. Whether it's 6 months, 2 months, 1 month. Why now? Oh yeah, the book. Don't look at the book.
Yeah,
don't listen. We had nothing to do with the book. We're over here doing charity. Hey, by the way, did you hear about the backpacks?
Yeah. I'm going to make it a drinking game every time you say backpacks. All right, backpacks. Yes, we've heard about the damn backpack. She showed it off in the video that she's trying to get us to look at instead of looking into this stuff. But Archwell recorded a loss of $674,485 for last year because revenue was $2 million, but costs were $2.67 million. Again, math ain't mathin'. But, I hadn't even thought about it until you said it, and I'm not trying to go into tax. I don't know anything about tax. I don't care. They're boring. But in general, you might be right. I wonder if they gave the money to the company itself just to appear to have revenue coming in. I'm just trying to think. Do you think it would be like a popularity thing? What do you think?
Maybe a little bit of each. Like, if it came straight from them, it does inject revenue into the company, which they're probably siphoning off anyway. So,
and can they write that off?
Yeah, it probably creates some sort of tax loophole. This is all total speculation from somebody that knows nothing. So, any tax professionals, please chime in the comments.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, people think you work for the IRS.
Oh, yeah. Shh.
No, sorry. Secret agent IRS.
Yeah, I'm coming to audit you. Be good. But for real, like, they could donate it to their corporation, which is, it's a separate entity, and write that off, and then do whatever with it and siphon it back into clothes or whatever. I mean, I don't know the whole mechanics behind it. I mean, it was a real common thing. It may still be, but I remember, like, 20 or so years ago, like lots of high-paid athletes, they would always have a charity, and there was a nonprofit that didn't seem to do much, but it turned out they were just tax havens to funnel a bunch of money around. So surely not that.
Here's a copy of it, and people smarter than me can chime in the comments about what this all means, because I can't be bothered. But what I can be bothered to do is make endless fun of them, because look at summary line number 1. It says, Archwell Foundation is an impact-driven nonprofit created by the Duke, and I won't say their titles, those assholes. Yeah, why you gotta put your titles on a tax return? That is continued silliness. What does impact-driven mean? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. It's more that word salad of Meghan's. Tell me, Jay, IRS agent, allegedly, what are your impact-driven thoughts?
I like how everybody thinks I'm an IRS agent. The closest thing to an IRS agent that I may relate to is the WWF wrestler, Erwin R. Shyster, the IRS man that was a big thumb at the nose from Vince McMahon to the actual IRS.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. But looking at this return, I mean, speaking of impact, I mean, the biggest impact is the impact that their contributions and grants got on line 8. So, they went, I mean, this is what we were talking about, what Jim brought up. So they went from $13 million in 2021 to $2 million in 2022. So that, $11 million, nah, they said, nah, we gave enough, or nobody wanted to give. But despite that decrease of $11 million, the salaries and employee benefits, which there's only, let's see, it says they have 5 employees. I guess they're 2, and the CEO's the 3rd.
There's a lady. I'm sorry, I don't know her name. That's a something.
Okay, I'm sure there's.
I'm so sorry. That's another whole thing. They said that they didn't pay them equally, even though they're co's, and so they're saying that that's women supporting women, right?
Oh yeah, that's her whole MO, right?
Right. Feminism.
Feminism. There you go. So yes, the salaries, despite having way more money in 2021 and then way less money in 2022, the salaries went up by like $500,000 total. So yeah, the whole thing, it's just so weird. And it's like, it's hard for me to wrap my head around, how do you run a charity and go in the negative? I mean,
I don't know.
Obviously it's from paying people, but I mean, hopefully.
If it was any other charity, I'd say I don't know how that works, but with them, I don't trust anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's weird. Like what? I mean, not even this year, but just going back to last year. So it says they raised, grants and contributions, $13 million. Mm-hmm. Like, what have they done that's worth $13 million?
They suspect that Oprah had something to do with that. Like maybe this is all alleged, but maybe in exchange for, hey, you do this, we get a contribute, something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not denying they got the money, but what did they spend it on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I mean,
backpacks.
Yeah. Again, look at those backpacks. Did they buy?
Basically an ad for her at this point.
Did they buy 10 million backpacks?
No.
Like, I mean,
do their kids have backpacks? Probably not.
they have a room full of 500,000 backpacks. That's where they went. I mean, really, for that amount of money, did they just spend it on freaking clothes and private jets to go to places and say stuff that nobody listened to? Probably. I don't know. It's the whole thing's just silly.
Yeah.
I mean. I'm glad they have to put a public return out, and I really look forward to someone with more.
Leave us comments.
Yeah, anybody with any tax knowledge that can decode things that may be going on here. I mean, I feel like I've kind of got the general idea, but there are, like many tax filings, there's a way to hide things, cook the books, whatever. I'm sure there's nonsense going on.
Always.
But again, it's like, what have they done that's worth $13 million? Well, over the 2 years, that's $15 million. I can't imagine that has been spent on anything that they claim that's being spent on.
Yeah. I have to say allegedly, and we're no experts, but this just feels weird as shit to me, and I look forward to more people breaking it down. I just felt the need to get on and discuss it because, yeah, hello, red flags. I hope they get investigated. Anyway, I think that's it for us. I'll let you know if more information becomes available. I think I'm right on this idea, though, or whomever's idea it was, that they put out the video to try to distract from this. But also, I stand by, they tried to... Somebody had pointed out that usually they put out their whatever impact video, whatever it's called, in January, and they did it now, again, to try to step on Catherine or knock her down or whatever, Princess of Wales. I don't doubt that. That seems to be Meghan's whole goal in life. Of course, she's failing miserably, talking about Meghan. But it is funny. The more she tries to knock her down, the more beloved Catherine is. I love that. Where was I going with this? Hang on. Land the plane, Jen. Land the plane. What was it? It was,
I think it's...
Go ahead.
I think everybody's right. I think it's two birds, one stone. They're like, oh crap, this book,
That's what it was.
this book's making us look terrible. Everybody's looking at us like we had something to do with it, even though we probably did. Don't look.
Yeah.
Hey, thinking about the backpacks. But and then also, the other video came out. It's like, hey, no, look over here.
Yeah.
Here's our video that we slapped together.
Yeah.
Which it's odd that it's kind of like the YouTube rewind of charity, but it seemed to include stuff from. Further back, it's like, again, when I brought up that the 15 million total, it's like they couldn't even do enough to pad a 1 minute video in 1 year. I guess when you only work an hour a week or whatever, that's that's what you get. But yeah, the whole thing is just silly all around. Like I can't wait to. I feel like more is going to come out. I just don't know what. I wish I had more tax knowledge.
Yeah.
Maybe if I actually paid attention at work and listened to my boss, Uncle Sam.
That's right. Secret agent, man. Secret agent. I won't say. Jay, tell everybody where to find you, and question, will you be joining me on the charity live stream on Saturday? Answer, yes, you will, because I have the claw.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a whole Jerry Lee Lewis thing where I'm going to be a one-man band. Not really, but I'll be there. I'll say dumb stuff. That's what I do.
Dumb stuff for charity.
Dumb stuff for charity. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I want to, if I even raise $1 with a butt joke, then
A Harry voice.
Oh, yes.
We don't want to donate for Harry, but yeah.
well, that would be funny if
making fun of him.
if the cartoon Harry voice raised more money than the real one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Actually, hey, we'll be streaming for what is it? 2 hours?
Yeah, like
3 hours? 2 or 3 hours? I mean, that's more than they do in a week. So
That's true.
we've got them beat. We should have done a marathon. We could have had them beat for the whole year, but
That's right.
let's slow down.
Yeah.
But you can find me also on YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have Dr. Bad Vibes, which is the video game channel, and Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks, where I just talk about stupid stuff. And you can also find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dr. Bad Vibes, where I stream dumb news and play video games. It all kind of combines there. And I do multi-stream. If you don't want to join Twitch, be sure to subscribe on Dr. Bad Vibes on YouTube, and you'll see the same stream. Or Kick if you're into Kick.
Nasty. If you're feeling nasty.
Yeah, if you're feeling nasty, you want to see some casinos and then look at me.
But I like that you're signing off like you think you're done. I just thought of 2 more things. 1, tell everybody what you're working on right now.
Oh yeah. So I think did it come up in the last live stream?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody had some good merch ideas.
Me.
Yeah.
And everybody else.
And
yeah.
so
Collectively.
sort of like the emotes on YouTube, we're gonna have some kind of like flock off shirt. Flockers. I'm still working on it. Literally, I was just doing that before Jen said, "Hey, come talk on the microphone."
About tax law.
Yes. So I may have those up, maybe when this video's up or shortly after, but sometime this week. I bet they'll be up before the live stream. So I will have something to show.
And then the other thing, we have not heard from Harry. Harry, what do you want to say about losing in court and having to pay 50,000, I think it was 50,000 pounds, which is 60 something thousand dollars, just from just a little portion of your case? Wait till you lose the whole thing.
Clearly unconscious bias. King Pa's money is my money. It could go to charity. Think of all the backpacks.
Wow. All right. So much backpack talk. I really hope nobody was drinking every time you said backpack, because that's a lot. But thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you all so much. We truly do. We do look forward to chatting with you more. Live streaming with you on Saturday. Again, I don't know when you're watching this, but it's this Saturday, the 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern. Get on the Google machine and Google up what time that is for you. And we'll be here. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. You guys are the best bunch of flockers. Thank you for everything. I can't wait to bring you more nonsense like this. Honk, honk, everybody. Honk, honk.